brings out a different level in you. It's great to compete against these guys.
I know you have a lot of respect for the SaberCats, but at the same time, I know your blood boils when you play this team. They've taken 2 titles away from you in the last few years.
They absolutely have. They've taken them. Exactly right. And we have an opportunity today to do something about that. But, I mean, they're still going to have the titles, but we can come out and play well and try to move on in the playoffs.
All right, Cedric Bonner, good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, Ted and Charles, back to you. We're ready for kickoff.
All right, Raj, division rivals, so they play each other a lot. 15 times these teams have gone head-to-head with Bonner and Grieve as the quarterbacks, and everything but the wins are fairly close.
When you look at it, Ted, and you analyze it, you nailed it. It's the wins, and Mark Grieve holds the advantage, and Ted Bonner burns to make that a closer gap today.
San Jose won both regular season meetings. They are in the green kicking off. It's being run back for Arizona out across the 10-yard line by Clarence Lawson. And that's where the Rattlers will start with Cedric Bonner, who, as we mentioned, on a 12:30 kick here in San Jose, was in the arena at 7 a.m. today.
He likes to come in and focus early on a ball game, gets away from the crowd. Randy Gatewood, we spotlighted in our open. Damian Gross, keep an eye on him, number 83, was the offensive specialist in Columbus and put up big numbers last year, 21 touchdowns and over 1,400 yards, so he's a prime target for Ced Bonner.
And Jerry Sharp, who did not play last week for Arizona in their first playoff game against Utah, back as the center today. That ball batted in the air by James Rowe, the jack linebacker for San Jose, and then Bonner just batted it to the ground to make it an incompletion. The San Jose defense. Joe Jacobs back off injured reserve today, a veteran, a very good rookie. Wes Stevens was man the other end there. James Rowe and Brian Johnson, the linebackers, and Barry Wagner starting today in the defensive secondary with the 2 outstanding DSs, Omar Smith and Cleveland Thomas. Second down. Bonner throwing that off his back. What's got a man wide open down the middle, and Damian Gross scores for the Rattlers. A man they need a big day from. He was quiet last week against Utah, but Bonner and Gross connect on the second play.
Had a chance to talk with Kevin Guy, the defensive coordinator of San Jose, before the game, and he told me we do pass rush by committee, meaning they don't have the dominant pass rusher. No one really gets close to Bonner until the ball is gone. Appears to me maybe a breakdown in the secondary. On their zone coverage, Gross exploits it. Bonner finds him with a perfect toss, and we have the initial score of the game in Arizona's ledger.
The first thing the Rattlers told us yesterday, coaches and players alike, we have to get off to a good start. We've been bad in first quarters, particularly against San Jose, and the Rattlers have the answer. 2 plays, 39-yard touchdown from Bonner to Gross, and the Rattlers strike first.
Thank you for calling ADT Security Services.
I just wanted you to know that security system saved me twice.
You all have given me peace of mind.
I tell everybody I see, get an ADT security system.
Like these customers and millions more, you'll feel more secure with ADT in your home. ADT can help protect your family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save up to $200 on an ADT protection package. You may even save up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Hi, I'm Danny with AbsolutePoker.net. I'm here to invite you to play with me at one of the biggest and best poker destinations in the world. I have a seat waiting for you. So go to AbsolutePoker.net and download the free software. AbsolutePoker.net.
Stubborn warts? Why wait for a doctor when you can do the same treatment at home? Introducing Dr. Scholl's Dual Action Freeze Away. It's twice as effective as freezing alone. It combines freeze technology and a maximum strength liquid. To remove large warts, see the doctor. Dr. Scholl's.
Well, the technical term for what I do is neurosurgery. I am a brain doctor.
I'm a lifeguard. I save people.
I'm a race car driver. Formula 2. One.
Me, I'm a hand model.
20 million? No, that's not enough. I'm a big game hunter, cage fighter. Lumberjack.
Must get lonely out there.
Yeah, well, I do have the dolphins. I'm an author. Mostly books.
You told my friend you were a lawyer.
In the off-season.
NBC Tuesday, the laughs are on us. An all-new season of Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
You'll see the good.
It hurts.
The bad. And this guy.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
2 years.
Where'd you get this character? What do you mean?
Last Comic Standing premieres Tuesday on NBC.
Darren Arbette, the head coach of San Jose, 7th straight year in the playoffs, 6 division titles, and those 2 Arena Bowl championships, and an Arena League pioneer, Gene Nudo, his first year as the head coach for the Rattlers, and both Nudo and Arbette did terrific jobs this year because both of these teams started the season 1-4, and both coaches held things together and got their teams in the playoffs.
I remember earlier this year everyone was wondering what's wrong with the Western Division because it's been so dominant for so long. Just let it play out. At the end of the year, both teams are there.
Well, one of the greats to ever play this game, Barry Wagner, is running kicks back today for San Jose. Hasn't done that much this year, and he gets out to the 9-yard line where he is dropped. So San Jose will start just shy of the 10-yard line with Mark Grebe. Broke his own single-season pass yardage mark this year. He'll have Wagner, James Rowe, who's been the longtime receiver here, but the key for San Jose's offense, Ben Nelson gave him a second threat this year.
Yeah, he allowed the field to be stretched and opened up. Dan Loney, number 91, he's the anchor at center for the offensive line. But because of Ben Nelson's emergence, it really allowed a lot more room for James Rowe to roam. Had 113 grabs this year.
Nelson in the slot right is the man in high motion. And San Jose's high-powered offense on first down. Nelson with the leaping catch. And he's blasted into the wall by Clarence Lawson, but San Jose has a first down on the Arizona side of the field.
Great opener for Ben Nelson, the rookie. We had a chance to talk to him yesterday, Ted. He was talking about, being prepared for this game as we look at the Arizona defense. Wendell Gaines, their big sack guy, a huge one last week against Utah, turned around the whole momentum of the game. And back deep, Clarence Lawson, one of the defensive specialists, will have his work cut out for him. I'll finish up on Nelson after this play.
Actually, Joe Todd was deactivated before the game by Arizona. Aaron DeMond is the DS as Grebe checks off underneath to Barry Wagner. Moves the ball inside the 15 of Arizona.
But, as we talked to him yesterday, you've seen this situation so many times, Ted. A rookie going into the playoffs. How are you going to handle your emotions? Is it a heightened sense of expectation? And he said, I'm treating it just like a regular season game. We'll find out as things go along, but it didn't hurt one bit on the first play that he gets the football, allows him to make a play, get his nerves settled, and get into the game.
James Rowe now looping right to left in high motion. Grebe with time underneath. Nelson's open. Nelson takes it inside the 5. It'll be first and goal for San Jose. Right away, something that Arizona wants, and they're not getting. They'd like to put pressure on Grebe, not getting it first few downs.
And one of the first things Gene Nudo tells us, and Mike Church, defense coordinator, we must make Grebe move in the pocket in order to throw off his accuracy. But what I liked about that play was after the catch, Ben Nelson attacked Randy Gatewood downfield. Showed no rookie jitters, showed no deference to the veteran all-star, went right at him, forcing him to make a hard tackle.
And now San Jose with a very good running game, trying to pitch it, but Brian Johnson's wrapped up and dropped. Good defensive play. Asifaoa for Arizona with the tackle.
He's used to that. He was a defensive end at UCLA, likes to play the defensive side. And I think the front line of Arizona did a terrific job not allowing Brian Johnson a gap up front or a chance to turn the corner on that pitch.
The full end zones here in San Jose, none of the rounded corners, so the fade route can come into play in this end zone. As Grebe rolls left, got Johnson in the flat and throws it low. Grebe running the wrong way and feeling some heat from Wendell Gaines. Could not get the ball to Johnson in the left flat. It's 3rd and goal.
The pressure you talked about that Arizona wanted to put on Mark Grebe, in evidence a bit here on this play. See, Wendell Gaines, number 89, wasn't fooled by the play fake. And his pressure on Mark Grebe threw off the accuracy of the quarterback. I really thought that Mark Grebe had Brian Johnson open earlier in the route, but unable to get him the football.
So it's 3rd and goal at the 3 with Rowe looping in high motion again. Grebe bobbled the snap. Now with a lot of time, and lets Wagner get free in the end zone for the San Jose touchdown. Well, Barry Wagner, earlier this year, Terry Malley's offense became the all-time AFL career yardage leader.
Remember the pressure of the play before? There really was no pressure on that play. That allowed Mark Grebe to compose himself after bobbling the snap. See, he's bobbling it, but there's no pressure, so he doesn't have to rush. able to go back into the pocket, and Barry Wagner, with plenty of time downfield, able to run a route that shakes him free for the touchdown.
Brian Schmitz, the San Jose kicker, adds the extra point. Well, Little Wags, that's Barry Wagner Jr. watching from the front row, singing Pops score on San Jose's first possession.
The AFL Divisional Playoffs continue Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on NBC.
Hey, will you unzip me, please?
Sure.
Can you guys pay that dress right there?
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, spritz me.
All right.
Wait, what are you doing? That's deodorant.
Oh, sorry.
And you call yourself a hairdresser?
No. I'm just here for the Bud Light.
Hey. Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it. Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. Play online at partypoker.net, the world's largest poker school. More players, more tables, more winners. Sign up now to partypoker.net, the best place to learn how to win.
You folding?
Come in to any Aaron Sales and Lease Ownership store and you'll find brand new, brand name furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers. Always at the guaranteed lowest price, whether you buy or lease to own, and no credit checks. So, do the math. Nobody beats Aaron's.
Do the math.
Nobody
beats Aaron's.
The AFL on NBC is brought to you by Las Vegas, the best seats for every game. No tickets required. It only happens in one place, only Vegas. By refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it. And by Aaron's Sales and Lease Ownership. Nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody. Well, these two teams are playing for a trip to Las Vegas, where the Arena Bowl 20 will take place in 2 weeks. Mark Grabe and Cedric Bonner both have led their teams to first possession scores.
Yeah, nice start out of the gate. One thing for us to look for here, Ted, talking to Kevin Guy, the defensive coordinator of San Jose before the game, he told me the key to their defense is kickoff coverage. When we cover well, we play good defense. When we don't, that hurts us in a big way. Let's see where Arizona starts with this possession. They had a good return on the last one.
Clarence lost some trouble picking it up off the net. And San Jose, which has had a hard time covering kicks this year, covers it there, and Lawson just barely crosses the 5-yard line. Look at Barry Jr., man. He's also got the eye black on. I mean, he is ready
to go. Well, we saw him yesterday at practice. He had his shoes spatted up, taped up, and that stretched out by the trainer. And this morning, he's getting a little kicking work in. You never know when you need to be the emergency guy while you're being an Iron Man, as his father has been for so many years. And what a great moment. Dad and son before the game, and after the first touchdown, how about that? You can't beat that. Barry Wagner, the greatest player ever in the history of arena football.
Ooh, says Charles Davis. Bonner going deep. Gross has got a step on flow. Touchdown. And Arizona comes out firing. Cedric Bonner and Damian Gross connect again, this time 44 yards.
Well, prior to the game, you would have thought the number one receiver going to be Randy Gatewood, but Damian Gross, who we talked about just as the first series began, has really opened up big.
That was a straight streak run against rookie Marquise Floyd.
Just a 9-route, a go route, and just beats him down the sideline.
Well, Cedric Bonner got here at 7 a.m. and he clearly got the wake-up call. He has come out firing, and Arizona has struck and scored twice on 3 offensive plays.
Subway Dinner Theater presents The Beast Within. Stomach studied in London. And now for dinner, Subway restaurants.
And And the new Tuscan chicken, hot and fresh from the oven. Tender chicken, melted cheese, grilled vegetables on freshly baked bread.
Subway, eat fresh.
You're gonna like these guys, though. They're a pretty good crew. Everybody listen up. This is Levon.
Hey, Levon, I'm Winty.
You're on the 120 today.
How are you?
So if there's anything you need, just ask these guys. They'll take care of it, all right? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You ever been around anything this fast before?
Yeah, in the last job.
See how Army training gives you strength for now, strength for later at GoArmy.com.
This is a $10,000 seat. A $10,000 seat at Poker's World Championship main event. And now FullTiltPoker.net is giving away 100 of these seats absolutely free. That means 100 of you in 100 of these at the main event free. Plus coaching before the tourney from our pros. And if you win the main event, we'll give you $10 million more. Go to FullTiltPoker.net for a free chance to win, as well as the best in poker education. Tournaments are running now.
The search is on for the funniest person in America.
I'll walk up to a girl, I'll say the first thing that comes to mind. Hey, you hungry?
All new season of Last Comic Standing, Tuesday on NBC.
2 early touchdowns from Cedric Bonner to Damian Gross. Arizona the lead, and now let's go down to Raj Mathai for a Bud Light sneak peek.
Thank you, Ted. Not a bad day at the office so far for Damian Gross. Nice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Thank you. Just trying to get on the board as quick as possible so we can get back out there again.
All right, Damian, take me through this play. It wasn't too difficult. It was just a go route from Cedric Bonner, correct?
That's basically what they told me just to do. You know, get up on his toes quick, and he's going to lay it out there for me. Now we're going to go get it.
What were you thinking during the play? Take me through it.
Just to beat him and get to the end zone quick like he told me to. He said he was going to throw it up for me, and I just went to go get it.
I know this was a very important for you guys to get off to a quick start, and you're doing it so far, leading 14-7.
Yeah, that's what Coach wanted us to do, to get to a quick start. And so he told us we're going to play like we down already, so that's what we've been doing.
Okay, I got a feeling your day is not done. Ted and Charles will send it back up to you.
I love Gene Nudo. Gene Nudo this week went out of his way to portray the San Jose SaberCats basically as the greatest football team in the history of the world.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He said, we're like the 69 Jets going against the Colts. As Wagner plays it off the net. Wagner got a lane and then got tripped up. Younger Barry Wagner probably gets by that outside, but not there. 14-7 here in San Jose. Let's get an update now as we go to New York and Al Troutwell.
All right, Ted, big question for Dallas. Is it rest or is it rust? They're taking on Georgia. Jameen Elliott, ATC, after the catch.
You know, big, strong-legged guy makes a great move to the inside, runs through 2 tackles. A guy has a nose for the end zone.
Elliott, the touchdown, Nagy, the quarterback. They were teammates at Delaware. 7-6 Dallas right now in the first. Ted, back to you.
All right, Al's second possession here for San Jose. As Grebe looking out, comes back to the far side. Again to his second option, and it's James Rowe with the catch. Forward progress will be marked at the 19. Well, James Rowe missed the first 3 games of this season for San Jose, and he still caught 113 passes.
The 3rd highest total in his career after 116 and 115, and you're correct, missing 3 ball games. Suffered a concussion in the first game. I think it's the first offensive series of the season. Caught a touchdown pass here in this building and crashed his head into the sideboard. Missed 3 games. Otherwise, his numbers would be absolutely staggering.
Now with a flag down, Nelson has the catch. So Arizona looks like they're playing just a little softer. Charles giving the underneath that.
A quick strike has come from Arizona. Mark Grebe with the check down pass, looking deep first, then bringing it underneath for completions.
Went out on the outside of that huddle. We'll tell you that in a moment.
Illegal defense. Linebacker number 2 was outside the box. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So Bob Kelly of Arizona flag there. Now, just above the AFL and NBC sign, to the left of that cameraman, that blue pad, that's where James Rowe, on the first play of the season for San Jose, caught a touchdown pass and his helmet rammed into a metal railing. And he missed basically that. He missed that entire game and 2 more.
He added some extra padding in there. What you tell me is James Rowe's railing now?
Here's Grebe. Comes to the near side, and it's incomplete to the wall. And a quick move by DeMond, trying to slice inside James Rowe for the catch.
Excellent coverage downfield by Aaron DeMond. who actually has played in San Jose previously in his career, started this year with Utah 2 games, was let go by the Blaze and came here and has played, came to Arizona, has played very well. He's one of what Gene Nudo would call his misfit Rattlers. A guy is not a rookie and is not a veteran who's been with the team for a while, but has come in and played quite well for them this season.
Calvin Schexnayder, a veteran on the field. That ball tipped and intercepted. Jeremiah Pope has it for Arizona, and Pope's going to bring it back all the way. And Arizona gets the first turnover of the game, and the Rattlers are up 2 scores. There is a flag down. I believe, is that a flag?
Yes, and I think it'll be a late unsportsmanlike conduct against Arizona. Aaron Damone got tied up with someone, but the touchdown should count. That came well, the flag came well after Pope went into the end zone.
A tip ball on Greaves' pass, and Jeremiah Pope, an AFL rookie out of CW Post on Long Island, out-leapt Ben Nelson for that ball. It was a jump ball.
After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 8, Arizona. That penalty will be enforced 10 yards on the succeeding spot after the kickoff.
And that play was really made by Wilson Thomas, number 84, right there. You see that? Playing the jack linebacker position, went up in the air, read the eyes of Greaves, tipped the ball, and then Pope on the tip drill picked up great blocks and goes into the end zone, and Arizona could not ask for a better start to this game.
Well, this was the absolute opposite of what happened. Now, Krall misses the extra point off the iron, so it is a 20-7 lead for the Rattlers. But the last time these teams played, in early April in this building, San Jose jumped out 14-0 and coasted to a win that really turned their season around. And they're going against their former coach. Mike Church was the defensive coordinator here in San Jose the last 4 years, joined Arizona and Gene Nudo this year. And the last part of the story is that Mike Church, the defensive coordinator for Arizona, and Terry Malley, the offensive mind that almost everybody in the Arena League says is the #1 offensive mind in this league, are best friends. Going head-to-head against each other for the 3rd time this year.
Yeah, for once it counts, because for all those years they went head-to-head in practice, working their magic against each other, trying to gain an advantage. This year was the first time that it actually counted. And thus far, San Jose has a 2-0 advantage. But this is the big one today. This is the only one either one of them is going to count or remember, because it's coming in the playoffs.
I mean, the two men, they had dinner again last night. They dined together before these games, yet on the field, they absolutely are ferocious in their desire to beat each other. And right now, Arizona has the early edge as Barry Wagner brings it back off the net. Wagner running hard and good return as Barry Wagner gets San Jose out almost to the 20. San Jose has won 7 games in a row. The first of that 7-game win streak was this win over Arizona, and it was Ben Nelson's coming out party.
It really was. Coming of age for him. 11 receptions, 203 yards, 5 touchdowns for the rookie. And Mark Greaves threw 9 touchdown passes himself that day. That got San Jose off to a 7-game winning streak that they're riding coming into today.
And gave them the division title. They beat Arizona both games head-to-head. You see how often they've met, how close the games have been, the 2 Arena Bowls. Only Tampa Bay and Orlando have played each other more times in the history of the Arena League. And there's Nelson beating Lawson down the far side. And it's San Jose with the quick strike. 21 yards and a touchdown. The AFL Rookie of the Year, who has said he... They let some Raider fans in today. I didn't realize that. Well, the AFL Rookie of the Year, who has said he is absolutely not bothered at all by the walls, by the padding, by all the things you have to get used to as a receiver in the indoor game.
And I believe him, because some guys will tell you that, then you'll see that it's different when they play. But Ben Nelson said he wasn't nervous. He was confident coming into this game. And thus far, he's been a force. Not flustered about anything. But go back to the penalty, Ted, as Schmitz makes the kick. Remember the penalty against Damone. It added 10 yards to the return of Barry Wagner, allowed Mark Greaves to strike on the first play.
Now, Ben Nelson, one thing he's shown, great hands. You rarely see him drop a ball. So San Jose back within 6.
I didn't learn by reading books or anything like that. I learned by playing. When you get online, there's no embarrassment factor. I mean, if you make a bad play, no one's there to laugh at you. You're in the comfort of your own home. You can make mistakes. Poker players have very good memories. When you log on to PokerStars.net, you have virtually unlimited note-taking ability. You're trying to remember, are they aggressive? Do they bluff a lot? Do they call off bluffs? Things like that. You make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, and the next time you play, you're that much better. I'm Money 800. Come play with me on PokerStars.net.
This Sunday and Monday only at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale, you'll get no interest till 2008 on all purchases $2.99 and up. Plus, all CDs are just $9.77 each. This Sunday and Monday only at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on safety belt violations. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live. They'll be on the lookout. Cops write tickets to save lives. If you don't buckle up, expect a ticket. Click it or ticket.
This Sunday and Monday only at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale, you'll get no interest till 2008 on all purchases $2.99 and up. Plus, all CDs are just $9.77 each. This Sunday and Monday only at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale.
Monday on Deal or No Deal. The biggest shows are yet to come.
My heart is pounding.
We're saving the best for last, all leading up to the finale with special guest Celine Dion.
Hi, Howie.
And the biggest jackpot ever.
$5 million.
All new Deal or No Deal. Only on Mondays on NBC.
Offense so far, the king in this first quarter. Reed to Nelson just connecting for San Jose. And for more, let's go down to Raj Mathai.
Thank you, Ted. We're at the SaberCats bench with the Rookie of the Year, Ben Nelson. Ben, the beginning of the season, you said you were still trying to figure out the AFL. You felt you were the worst player on the team.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get adjusted to this game, but I think I'm getting it down now.
Yeah, I think so. You really turned it around. Tell me about that play. Nice corner end zone. You guys are right back in this game.
Yeah, if they're going to come up and press me, I'm just going to run a go route all day on them, so we'll see what they give us.
Okay, it's early on, 21-14. You guys are still in this thing. Ted and Charles, back to you.
Well, I know Ben Nelson's got some family and friends up in the great state of Minnesota watching.
Yes, and watching with great interest as we see Terry Malley, who understands a weapon when he sees one as an offensive play caller. He'll try and get to Ben Nelson as much as possible. The San Jose's defense, they need to cover this kick and make Arizona earn it a little bit on this series. They've been quick strike on the first two series of the game thus far.
Schmidt's kicking it into the soft net for the touchback. Just to finish on that, Ben Nelson, born in Minnesota, grew up there, played at St. Cloud State, and then was signed by the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, where he actually, they sent him to NFL Europe for a while. They tried finally to make him a safety, and that's when Ben Nelson said, you know what, I'm going to go, and he said, I'm going to play in the Arena League because I think that's the best route to make it as a receiver back to the NFL.
We even asked about his prowess as a safety, and he said, I think I can cover Martin Reed if he runs a route. But other than that, my strength is on offense. So let's see if they can make Arizona work for it on this series.
Bonner. And the slant thrown high to Gross. Now, that's only the fourth offensive play that Arizona's run so far in this game, and they have 20 points.
Is that the first incompletion we've had so far for Arizona? You know, on a break, our colleague Raj Mathai told us that on the first touchdown of the game, Cleve Van Thomas told him that they had a communication breakdown where Damian Gross just ran past everyone. The second touchdown, there was no communication breakdown. Gross just ran a go route past Marquise Floyd. Now can Kevin Guy's defense hold in there and get their first stop of the game?
Barry Wagner's back in at that secondary spot for San Jose as we have flags and movement on the offensive line. Well, right behind Cedric Bonner's numbers up above his head as this penalty is going against San Jose are two Arena Bowl banners that hang for San Jose, both at the expense of Arizona, and it's something Ced Bonner has never forgotten.
We worked just as hard as they did for them, especially 04. That was we felt that was our year, and let it slip away. It came down to an awesome battle between two great teams, and you know, I have nothing but respect for San Jose. But when I look up there and see those things, it kind of wrenches me a little bit.
That was Ced Bonner this morning. Last time Arizona came here, he told me that I feel like San Jose has two rings that I should. And Bonner goes high again for Pope. And Bonner got a hit. which is something San Jose would like to do. Again, two quarterbacks that don't move real well in this game. And the SaberCats, Carl Bates, a veteran, got the hit on Bonner.
Here comes the pass rush right up the middle. And Bates coming from the outside, working against Jeff Ruffin, number 58, put enough pressure on to help force the incompletion. And Gene Nudo, up 6 points at this stage of the game, has decided they're going to try the field goal with Jerry Crawl. This will be a long-distance field goal attempt. If he misses it, Barry Wagner's back to play it off the net.
Yeah, almost like a punt. It's really the Arena League equivalent of a punt. As Crawl hits it, it will be off, well, actually be short and go underneath the rebound net and out of play. Crawl had kicked one 54 yards this year. That was 55. But that's what San Jose needed to help negate the interception by Arizona. The SaberCats get a defensive stop.
Thank you for calling ADT Security Services.
I just wanted you to know that security system saved me twice.
You all have given me peace of mind.
I tell everybody I see, get an ADT security system.
Like these customers and millions more, you'll feel more secure with ADT in your home. ADT can help protect your family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save up to $200 on an ADT protection package. You may even save up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Stubborn warts? Why wait for a doctor when you can do the same treatment at home? Introducing Dr. Scholl's Dual Action Freeze Away. It's twice as effective as freezing alone. It combines freeze technology and a maximum strength liquid. To remove large warts, see the doctor. Dr. Scholl's.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. Play online at partypoker.net, the world's largest poker school. More players, more tables, more winners. Sign up now to partypoker.net, the best place to learn how to win.
You folding?
They were everyday people until a few numbers changed their lives.
I just won the lottery! Could you?
But money changes everything.
Are you asking me to leave my husband?
My money, not yours. This is your kid.
I'm off to go buy a football team. Can I pick you up anything?
Windfall premieres Thursday, June 8th, 10/9 Central on NBC.
In San Jose, Terry Malley going to line up here in a minute. He's going to be about 2 yards away from his good friend. Here comes Mike Church back. And this is one of the great things of the Arena League. These coaches are on the field, and these two guys that are so close, they had dinner last night, but now they won't even look at each other.
Right next to each other. And that's the thing that people need to grasp onto, and I'll finish it after this play, about you can be friends, but still rivals.
And Green going for the big ball to Nelson. Incomplete. And Nelson racing down the near side against Clarence Lawson.
Yeah, you know, you hear oftentimes people say, well, how can you compete against a guy that you're such close friends with if you're going to get together and spend time with each other? Well, it happens in every sport. People may not realize it. In the younger days, Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez would stay at each other's apartments when their teams visited each other's cities. I remember Andre Rison and Deion Sanders, who's a new owner in this league, used to be great friends. Remember the first time Deion was on the opposing team? They had a fight on the field. So the rivalry never goes away, even if you are good friends.
Well, Darren Arbett saw his team take a couple of early hits from Arizona. Now the SaberCats with this possession could level the game. 2014 Arizona after one quarter of this AFL playoff game. We'll return to San Jose after these messages from your local NBC station. You're watching the AFL playoffs on NBC.
This week's lotto numbers are...
An impossible dream.
We just won $20 million!
20 friends each winning millions of dollars.
We realize that we can do absolutely anything we want with our lives.
Yeah! No way!
What could possibly go wrong?
If your wildest dream came true, would I be in it?
Money changes everything. Windfall, this summer's hot new drama, premieres Thursday, June 8th on NBC.
Whenever and wherever you want news.
12 News is there.
The message of freedom and independence has...
And that's why more Arizonans choose us for the news. The source you turn to.
On air, online, at work, at home. Morning, noon, and night.
The team you know and trust.
New tonight, Joe Dana. The news and information you need.
Still ahead on Arizona Nightly News.
Whenever and wherever you want it, around the clock.
Arizona's first choice across the board.
12 News.
Ford Motor Company and Burge Ford are making bold moves. Burge Ford's Memorial Day event will be the biggest in the Valley. Now through the end of May, get 0% financing for 60 months on all F-Series trucks at Burge Ford. 150s and Super Duties. First time ever that 0% for 60 months is available on Super Duty trucks. Bold leads the way. Plus, Burge Ford will make your first 6 payments. You will not make a payment until January 2007. Burge Ford, taking good care of our neighbors since 1944. Burge Ford, US 60 and Mesa Drive. Call 1-866-BURGE-FORD for details.
Ready to upgrade to a new Honda? Get to Honda Cars of Mesa, where there's only one question left to answer. Deal or no deal. There's a good deal, there's a better deal, and then there's the Honda Cars of Mesa deal. Amazing 3.99% financing on all new 06 and 07 Hondas. That's 3.99% on all new Hondas. New Civics, Accords, Pilots, Ridgelines, even the all-new 2007 Honda Fit. Deal or no deal. Honda Cars of Mesa is the place for 3.99% financing. Honda Cars of Mesa, just off the 60, 101, or 202, between Alma School and Dobson on Broadway.
Cooney and Curtis, one great news team, only on 12 News.
Raj Mathai getting into the second quarter. The Arizona Rattlers leading the SaberCats 20-14. We're joined by Rattlers head coach Gene Nudo. This is exactly what you told me you needed to do. Get off to a good start.
Got off to a good start. We got the turnover, but then they stopped us. So, hey, it was a one-quarter game. I'd be real happy right now.
You'd be celebrating. This is such a rivalry between these two teams. I know politically, you'll tell me politically correct that everything's great, but there's some bitterness here, isn't there?
I'm not going to tell you anything like that. They don't like us. We don't like them. I definitely don't like them. So I don't need to hide anything.
About as honest as it can get. Gene Nudo, the head coach of the Rattlers. That's about it. Ted and Charles, he's very honest.
Well, and that's what I said. You know, there's respect, but I didn't feel a whole lot of love, Charles. I don't know about you.
No. When they talk about hugging each other up in a game, that's a football term for hitting them as hard as you can. You know, when you go hug up somebody, you're trying to take a guy down. And I love Gene Nudo's honesty about it. Raj, you're the guy who can get the good stuff out of anyone. Doesn't have politically correct stuff. He told us how he felt.
Reeve on second down for San Jose. Nelson, and he'll go down, but went down untouched and crawls outside the marker for a San Jose first down. Well, the Rattlers have had great fan support through their 15-year history, including 2 fans who travel to every game, and they're the designated hecklers, Charles. I mean, this is about 10:30 this morning when they're getting all over Nelson and a couple of the other San Jose players.
Come on, Wes.
Yeah, that's Peanut, and he travels with a guy named Big John.
We don't want to hear about your badminton classes.
And there's James Rowe with the catch, and that's a first down for San Jose. So Grieve put that ball right on the money to James Rowe.
Beautiful pass by Mark Grieve to James Rowe, the exciting veteran. We're talking about those fans. That's Big John right there to the left. That we just saw. We didn't see him in the shot before in the heckling, but look at the route. Flag route to the sideline, perfectly thrown ball by Mark Grieve. Aaron Damone could do nothing more except make the tackle. But those 2 fans, the new Robin Ficker. They're the Robin Ficker of the AFL. Remember Robin Ficker, the NBA with the Washington franchise?
Oh, yes.
Heckling all the opposing teams.
Grieve again with a lot of time for Nelson, and that's a San Jose touchdown. And so the SaberCats come right back after the defensive stop, and they've negated Arizona's pick 6 in the first quarter.
Rookie, it's just a term. Ben Nelson is an experienced veteran already here in the first half. His second touchdown of the game. Nice little shake route, just beats him across the field. Aaron Damone, who had to make the tackle previously against James Rowe, has no chance to make a play on this one. Watch out, look at how Grieve feathers it over Cosmo DiMatteo. The perfect spot, and Brian Schmitz tacks on the extra point.
So now San Jose's edge is simply a missed conversion. 21-20 SaberCats.
Arena Bowl 20 Las Vegas, June 11th on NBC.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports, Arena Football, rated E10 for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
I woke up in the middle of the night, terrified. someone tried to come in my house. Fortunately, we had an ADT security system.
Mrs. Parker, this is ADT. We're receiving an alarm. Are you all right?
Yes, we're okay. I'm glad ADT was there, watching out for my family.
Don't take chances. Take control of your family's safety with ADT, America's #1 security company. Call now and save up to $200 on ADT protection packages. ADT, always there.
We're back with the Geico Gecko. So now here's the thing I don't understand. People could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance by switching to Geico.
Right.
So I have to ask, why does Geico even need a talking gecko?
Well, entertainment.
How's that?
Look, you can't just tell people that Geico could save them money. It's true, yes, but it's a bit boring. So you have a little gecko entertain, play a little guitar or whatever. They think they're watching entertaining television, but they're actually watching a commercial.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The AFL on NBC is brought to you by ADT, America's residential and commercial security leader. And by EA Sports Arena Football. Football, it's more fun indoors. There's been no shortage of fun so far in the first quarter plus of this Arena Football League playoff game. 6 touchdowns already. And San Jose with a 1-point lead.
Giving up 7 kickoff returns for touchdowns for the year. That was a nice kick by Brian Schmitz.
Lawson made a good leaping catch, but San Jose covers well. James Rowe does not let Lawson turn the corner, and they bring him down just about the 5-yard line. So 21-20, the San Jose lead. The SaberCats suffered an interception that was run back by Jeremiah Pope for a touchdown by Arizona in the first quarter. They've negated that with a stop and score.
Darren Arbette, the head coach, looking on. He just saw, as you mentioned, a stop from his defense. He'd like to see another one. This coming from a defense that held Columbus to 3 points in the second half of their last game of the season. Quarterback comparison. Right now, Mark Greer, 3 touchdown passes, has the 1 interception.
And Bonner with the 2 big hits to Damian Gross now finds his partner of 11 years together, Randy Gatewood. Gatewood, a finalist, 1 of 5 for the Ironman of the Year award, which he won 3 years ago.
Just a terrific all-around player. Has already been voted first-team All-AFL, as well as first-team All-Ironman team.
The penalty going against Arizona.
Wendell Gaines not happy with Steve Payman in his call. See, that's where the personal foul. Wendell Gaines hitting Wes Matthews, taking umbrage at the fact that his quarterback was touched after the ball was gone. What's the old adage, Ted? It's always the second guy that gets caught. You know, the first guy making the play did not get caught on that one for San Jose.
Dan Loney had rolled into Bonner's leg, and that's what infuriated Gaines. Well, of course, last week, Arizona was down 10 points to Utah, and had just fumbled.
Yes,
while they're going in. And, I mean, the game looked to be completely in Utah's possession, and Wendell Gaines forced a safety of Utah quarterback Andy Kelly, which completely turned that playoff game around. Bonner from his end zone. And he's got Gatewood. Boy, Gatewood, that's the smarts. Right to the stick and turned around. First down.
And terrific patience on the catch. And I know it sounds unusual, but what I mean by that is he didn't leap too early, worried about a hit. He stayed down in the spot he needed to be in order to have the first down and made a stretch catch. Kind of went up on his toes to pull the ball in, not worried about his ribs being exposed to take the hit. Andy Gatewood, one of the best ones ever in the AFL.
Cosmo DiMatteo is in high motion on the left side. Bonner again up his back foot for DiMatteo. Oh, just broken up and intercepted. On the deflection, it's Omar Smith for San Jose. Picking up blocking, and Smith is out to the 20-yard line. A ball that almost looked like it was going to be a touchdown to DiMatteo. Got broken up in the last by Marquise Floyd and Omar Smith on the deflection.
And Cedric Bonner saying that's on me because he wanted it out there a little bit farther. But what a terrific play by Marquise Floyd because he's beaten on the play. But watch how he stays, and he saw DiMatteo's hands come up, and he played through his hands. That tipped the ball away, and Omar Smith there from the tip drill. Both interceptions we've seen today have come off of tip drills created by a teammate. We saw that with Wilson Thomas with Arizona before Pope got the interception.
So San Jose now will try to really make Arizona pay for this with a long ball to Nelson. Oh, Nelson with a great catch for the touchdown. Ben Nelson completely turning around Lawson. 30 yards, San Jose score. And Nelson is eating up Arizona for the second straight time.
And Ted, my first blush on this play, I think Clarence Lawson actually covered him quite well. Ben Nelson just made a better play. Watch, now Lawson's going to contact him. Could be a penalty because he's 5 yards downfield, but look at that. He's in position. Ben Nelson just went up and took the football. Terrific job by the rookie and the AFL Rookie of the Year, number 80, Ben Nelson, going over Clarence Lawson.
Good call. All up there for Ben Nelson of San Jose. And now the SaberCats have the edge in this game. They're up a stop and up 8. And Ben Nelson has already caught 3 touchdown passes.
Two bracelets. Awesome.
Well, you know, these aren't easy to win. Remember this one like it was yesterday. My opponent had me down to my left. Sorry. Anyway, it was down to my last few chips. So I had to call.
To learn, chat, and play with the pros for free, go where they live. FullTiltPoker.net. Now available on Mac.
Life doesn't have one dimension, neither should your beer. Michelob Ultra, because you do more. It does too. Live life to the ultra.
Why did I join the Army Reserve? It's not just for the experience or the training I can use as a soldier and as a civilian. It's for them, for my country. It's all worth fighting for, and the Army Reserve gave me the strength it takes.
Visit GoArmyReserve.com.
NBC Tuesday.
I'm single.
What? What? The search is on for the funniest person in America.
I had an ex once tell me whenever I get out of the shower and I'm naked, I look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
An all-new season of Last Comic Standing premieres Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Welcome back to San Jose, California. I'm Raj Mathai. The SaberCats have taken a 28-20 lead. I'm joined now by Ben Nelson. You keep this up, I'm just going to give you the microphone. You can do the broadcast.
No, let me stick to playing. I'll have more fun that way.
That was you were well covered in the corner of the end zone on that touchdown, yet you still got the ball.
Yeah, that's Mark and I having a lot of confidence in each other. I think they knew that we were going deep after a turnover, but he put up a great ball where I could jump up and go over the top of him.
You told me yesterday this was just like any other game in the regular season. You still feel that way? Because it's not.
No, you can feel electricity in this building, and it's getting serious now.
All right, guys, it's getting serious down here. Back to you upstairs.
Rod's got him to crack a little bit, Charles. You hear that?
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's not just any game anymore. Rod has done a great job getting the honesty out of our players today.
21 straight points for the SaberCats to take the lead as Lawson spun around, keeps driving. And Lawson tacks on with extra effort 5 more yards for Arizona. So here in San Jose, the SaberCats have taken the lead. Let's check in now with Al Troutwig.
Hey, Ted, Dallas looks absolutely ferocious. Bad blood in this game, but the Desperados have used their emotions and channeled it right.
They certainly have. Jason Selly on a really simple whip route here capitalizes on the interception he had a few moments before by getting the touchdown there.
20-6. It's all Desperados right now. Let's go back to San Jose.
All right, Allison Cedric Bonner now on first down for Arizona. Throws a slant. Wagner hit Gatewood. And the Arizona side feels that Wagner hit him early. But the refs no flag, incomplete.
Looked like perfect timing from my first, just on the naked eye watching it. Looked like excellent timing. Barry Wagner on the slant route, knocking that one away.
But Charles Barry Wagner only played 8 games this year, but today, playoff game, San Jose made sure he was ready. They deactivated a guy that played regularly for them, Charles Pauly, to get Wagner in this lineup.
Chose to go with the experience and the savvy of Barry Wagner in this game, and thus far it's paying off for the SaberCats.
Bonner off his back foot, Gatewood's got a step, and there will be a flag there against Cleveland Thomas. The ball incomplete, but Cleveland Thomas of San Jose, former defensive player of the year in this league, will get flagged here.
Actually worked out better. Steve Payman gives us the call.
Pass interference, defense number 8. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with an automatic first down.
It actually worked out better that the ball was a little bit underthrown by Cedric Bonner, because what happened was Cleveland Thomas hadn't located it, and he just ran up the back of Randy Gatewood. So if that ball's still all the way out there and they're out there still running, you don't have the same contact between Thomas and Gatewood. So in a sense, an underthrown ball turned into a nice play.
Well, Cleveland Thomas and Omar Smith, who is back after missing most of last year with a knee injury. That's about as good a defensive secondary as you find in the Arena League. Bonner underneath DiMatteo. Cosmo DiMatteo takes it inside the 15. Cosmo DiMatteo got some compliment yesterday. Cedric Bonner told us that Cosmo DiMatteo reminded him a lot of Hunky Cooper, another one of the all-time greats in this league.
Wow. When you can get Cosmo DiMatteo and Hunky Cooper into the same sentence, that's high praise for Cosmo DiMatteo. I know he aspires to have the same type of a career as Hunky Cooper, but to come from Cedric Bonner, who played all those years with Hunky, that's got to mean a lot to the young man.
So Bonner's moved the Rattlers now to the 14 of San Jose with a first down. And Bonner comes underneath to Gross. Damian Gross, he's down to the 7. I love watching Bonner throw because it looks like he throws every ball off his back foot, Charles, and as often been noted about him, he throws from every conceivable arm angle.
Yeah, you name it. If he were a pitcher, and you've done a lot of baseball, you'd have fun with him because he would change.
Louis Tiant.
Louis Tiant, his first guy I was thinking, right? You never know from what angle he's going to deliver. But when we talked with Darren Arvett, the coach of San Jose yesterday, all he did was shake his head and say, even when people are covered, he knows how to get the football in there, and it doesn't matter the arm angle.
Now throws the fade, and Gross could not shake free from Cleveland Thomas. So it'll be second down. I guess more contemporary baseball fans would say El Duque. All right, El Duque and Bonner.
I mean, what they had there, Ted, you called the fade route, but ordinarily you get a fade from the outside guy. In this case, it's the inside receiver running the fade. See how Gatewood stopped short to try and keep Wagner from dropping into coverage to run the fade route to the inside receiver. Nice call by Larry Kuharich, the offensive coordinator of Arizona, just unsuccessful.
So 3rd and 3 for the Rattlers. Bonner with a lot of time into the end zone, incomplete. And Bonner this time is leaping up and down. He's going back to the official screaming for a flag. And it was again Thomas and Gross in the end zone.
That goes back to the confidence said Bonner has in his arm. Great coverage by Cleveland Thomas. He's really never open. And said Bonner thinks he can slide it in. In the Arena Football League, the officials often let you jostle a little bit more downfield than you get in the stadium game.
Well, San Jose has the best 4th down defense in the league this year. Arizona, one of the worst 4th down offenses. Who wins the battle? Bonner. Incomplete. Damian Gross had it, and it looked like Omar Smith jarred it free. So the San Jose defense upholds its regular season stance with a 4th down stop.
Come into any Aaron Sales and Lease Ownership store and you'll find brand new, brand name furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers. Always at the guaranteed lowest price, whether you buy or lease to own, and no credit checks. So, do the math. Nobody beats Aaron's.
Do the math.
Nobody
beats Aaron's.
Hi, I'm Danny with AbsolutePoker.net. I'm here to invite you to play with me at one of the biggest and best poker destinations in the world. I have a seat waiting for you. So go to AbsolutePoker.net and download the free software. AbsolutePoker.net.
For years, I ate fried food and burgers that looked like this. And I looked like this. Then I found Subway restaurants. And I realized I could enjoy lots of great tasting food without lots of fat. Like the new fresh toasted Tuscan chicken sandwich. All white meat chicken, grilled veggies, melted cheese, and Tuscan vinaigrette. All fresh out of the oven and all with 8 grams of fat. 8 grams. And with the help of the Tuscan chicken sandwich, I'm keeping it off. Subway, eat fresh.
Subway presents the fresh toasted performance of the week.
They are not going to stop us the rest of the game.
New York had no answers for Georgia's quarterback, Matt Nagy. He broke his own franchise playoff record with 9 touchdown passes. And with Nagy on fire, the Dragons got toasted. The AFL and Subway. Get fresh. Get toasted.
Well, Charles, right now, I'm sure San Jose SaberCats feel like a championship fighter because they took probably Arizona's best pop in the first quarter. The Rattlers are up 20-7, and San Jose has come back. 3 stops now.
3 stops for them, and this is a big one. Look at Omar Smith closing on Damian Gross and breaking up the pass on 4th down. This now turns into a huge defensive possession for Arizona to try and get one of those stops back.
And there's a name that figures in the history of these 2 franchises, Calvin Schexnayder. He is the 2nd all-time leading receiver in the history of the Arizona franchise. The Schexnayder was signed by San Jose early in the year when they had injury problems and hadn't played a game since February. And they brought him back this week and reactivated.
Yeah, a guy they call Shakes. He got off to a good start. Caught 20 balls in his first couple of ball games this year, including 2 touchdowns against Arizona the first time they met. So they're happy to have him back on the field.
36-year-old veteran. Meanwhile, the young man, Ben Nelson, is just giving Arizona fits right now, as he did the first meeting these teams had, or rather the last meeting these teams had.
Look at the Arizona-San Jose connection in this ball game. Phil Glover, Mike Church, the coach now who was with San Jose, now with Arizona, Joey Dozier, Jeff Ruffin, Aaron Damone. All those guys came over from San Jose. Calvin Schexnayder now into the ball game. Had his best years with Arizona, former AFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Schexnayder's in high motion. And Green with a lot of time on 1st down, but left that ball up in the air a long time, and Lawson is flagged. Arizona claiming that the ball was tipped, and the officials will confer on this.
Yeah, that could erase the penalty right there if the ball was tipped coming off of Mark Greaves' hands. There would be no interference.
Pass interference, defense number 27. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with an automatic 1st down.
So the officials have determined there was no tip. But watch as Schexnayder runs his route inside on Lawson. Look at the timing. Is he there before the ball's there? Yes, he is.
Ball was up in the air too long.
Yes, it was.
Lawson.
No tip. It just had that look because Mark Greaves was trying to feather it over the top of the jack linebacker to his receiver.
From the Arizona 19. Greaves again with a lot of time, then just airmails it. Now, San Jose has clearly turned the game in the 2nd quarter, Charles, but anybody that watched or followed Arizona's game last week with Utah knows not to get giddy right now. I mean, Arizona was out of that game in the 3rd quarter and wound up blowing Utah out.
You made that point earlier. They were up 10. Utah had scored on 5 straight possessions. Then Wendell Gaines sacked Andy Kelly in the end zone for a safety. And after that, Arizona went on a 36-3 run to win the ball game. We saw a shot of Mike Church, the defensive coordinator, trying to slow down San Jose.
Nelson, the underneath ball. Right now, they're not. Arizona's not able to stop. Obviously, if they're giving Nelson the underneath ball, they're also not stopping the deep ball.
No, he's pretty much taken what he's wanted in his route running. When he wants to run underneath and they throw a check down, he does that. The ball that he caught over Clarence Lawson was an example of what Mark Greaves told us yesterday. Ben Nelson competes for the ball in traffic very well. Went up over the top of Clarence Lawson and took it from him.
It's 3rd down, very short for a 1st down. Oh, and Phil Glover doesn't get it. That's interesting. Arizona's defense makes a big play led by Jeff Ruffin. Started this year with the SaberCats.
Yeah, one of those connection guys, and he's been burning for a chance to show San Jose that they made a mistake by letting him go. He said, yeah, I was practicing. I could never touch Mark Grieve. You know, in practice, now I get a chance to touch him in this game. In that case, he touched Phil Glover, bringing up a big 4th down. Can Arizona stop them here and check some of San Jose's momentum?
This would be huge for Arizona.
I think Grieve throws the ball here. I don't think it's another running play.
Pitch it on a reverse. James Rowe, and Rowe's got the first down with a flag though. And Barry Wagner may get flagged for a bad block.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a hold on the corner at the point of attack. And now Darren Arbette will probably have a decision to make.
Offense number 2, that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It remains 4th down.
If you're Brian Schmitz, you're probably thinking about loosening up your leg, although San Jose does not kick very many field goals. Watch at the top. There's Wagner going in motion. He's going to be the guy. Watch on the block. See, he's got to get the arm outside. There's the hold as he grabbed Clarence Lawson. He had his arms inside to start, but as Lawson worked on him, the arm got outside. The official was able to see the hook. Now it becomes 4th and 10 and inside the 20. And as is San Jose's MO, Brian Schmitz stays on the bench.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. San Jose didn't have much of a kicking game this year. They didn't try nearly the number of field goals most other teams in the league did.
Schmitz only attempted 17 field goals on the year.
So Grieve on 4th down, lobbing one, and there's flags with the contact between Lawson and Rowe.
Yeah, it looks like they'll get it back, doesn't it, Ted? I think that's going against Clarence Lawson. Because I think 2 things happened downfield. He had contact after 5 yards, and then he held him again when the ball came.
Contact, defense number 27. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot with an automatic first down.
See, there was illegal contact to start, and then he's inside of him there, which looked like a better play at the end. But the illegal contact negated the good play Clarence Lawson made at the end of the play.
And the 5th Arizona penalty, the crucial part there is the automatic first.
Exactly, because the yardage didn't change very much. It changed by about 5 yards. But the automatic first down, as you pointed out, partner, San Jose keeps the football after what looked like a golden opportunity for Arizona to shut them down.
They're going to run it again, and Phil Glover, the Arizona Rattlers the last couple of years, gets smothered again for a loss. And it's going to get us to the 1-minute warning. Well, there was a timeout taken. Actually, there was a timeout, I believe, taken before the 1-minute warning. Yeah, there's a timeout before the 1-minute warning.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
No one to play with. Play online at partypoker.net, the world's largest poker school. More players, more tables, more winners. Sign up now to partypoker.net, the best place to learn how to win.
You folding?
Thank you for calling ADT Security Services.
I just wanted you to know that security system saved me twice.
You all have given me peace of mind.
I tell everybody I see, get an ADT security system.
Like these customers and millions more, you'll feel more secure with ADT in your home. ADT can help protect your family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save up to $200 on an ADT protection package. You may even save up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Give me the dew. At hand.
You wish.
I hope it's all fizzy.
We're good.
Al Trout with Glenn Parker in the Subway AFL on NBC Studio at halftime. We'll recap both playoff games today. In Dallas, things got a little testy between these teams, but a coach saves a team.
Absolutely, and you see it happen. A coach who comes out, realizes things are not going right for him,
and he saves them by having a little speech at the right time.
You'll see what we mean at halftime. We'll recap both games, plus preview tomorrow's playoff action in the AFL. And right now, we send it back to San Jose. Ted Robinson. Ted?
All right, Al. Winner of this game will play next Saturday, the conference championship in the American Conference. And there's a chance that the winner of this game could be at home. If Chicago upsets the defending champs Colorado tomorrow, the winner here would be hosting. Otherwise, the winner here goes to Denver, the defending AFL champions. All right, Grieve goes to the back corner, and there's a stumble. James Rowe, and apparently they're going to say inadvertently collided legs with Damone. No flag. Now, Arizona, according to the announcement, was charged with a timeout at 1:02. That would make this the 1-minute warning.
So James Rowe running the route against Aaron Damone. Damone going for the ball. Just kind of got tangled up below. I like the fact that Scott Helverson, the back judge, kept the flag in his pocket. Look at the pressure on Mark Grieve. Speaking of hugging people up, is that Jeff Ruffin, number 58, finally getting a chance to hit Mark Grieve?
Good hit there. So this now is the 1-minute warning. Arizona took a timeout. They want to try to preserve as much game time in this typical arena football strategy. Charles tried to preserve the last minute. The first 29 minutes of a half are polar opposites from the final minute.
They fly. You know, it's the tortoise and the hare, isn't it? First 29 minutes is the hare. And then you get the last minute, which is the tortoise, but it's so much strategy that goes into the last minute, because if you're Darren Arbette, you want bleed the clock down and score, but it's a fine line because you want to score more than anything. If you're Gene Nudo, but if you're going to score quickly so we can get the ball back.
3rd and 11 now for San Jose. And Grieve launches Barry Wagner wide open. So again, time. Grieve with time, able to let people get free.
I love the route by Terry Malley. Because what Terry Malley did on this one, Ted, was he flooded a zone opposite and brought Barry Wagner underneath. See, he puts all the emphasis here, and here comes Wagner coming across underneath there. See that? You've got 3 Arizona Rattlers defenders to the left, and Barry Wagner coming underneath unchecked. Terrific call by Terry Malley.
And Schmitz, perfect now, 5 for 5 on extra points. So 53 seconds in the half, and San Jose's up 15.
So watch Grieve. See where he's looking to the left, to your left if you're watching it. So he goes into the pocket. He's looking all the way over there to pull the defenders, and then he comes back opposite, where Barry Wagner runs underneath into uncovered territory. Nice job. Great call. That's great quarterbacking. Mark Grieve taking his eyes away from where he wants to go with the football, forcing the defenders over there.
And Charles, I mean, I know it sounds simple, but when you say that you just can't stop the San Jose offense, as sophisticated as it is, with the talent they have, if you don't pressure the quarterback.
No pressure means they're just going to totally pick you apart. I think it's a great observation, Ted, because that gives Mark Grieve nothing but time to step back and survey everything, while the defenders have to chase guys running around the football field.
28 straight San Jose points. They lead 35-20. Well, coming up, we'll have our Subway AFL and NBC studio at halftime. Al Troutwig, Glenn Parker in New York. We'll show you highlights of the other game today, Georgia and Dallas, and a preview of tomorrow's games. Many of you will see Chicago and the defending Radio Bowl champions Colorado crush. Some will see Philadelphia and Orlando. Philadelphia is an interesting team because last week, Tony Graziani finally got his first playoff win as a quarterback, but they beat Dallas twice in the regular season.
Who would have thought that out of 3 losses? And you saw it. Look at little Wags, Barry Jr. enjoying Dad's touchdown and some nachos to go with his eye black underneath.
The ball sails under the bar and out of bounds for the touchback.
Well, you saw that game last week with Philadelphia, right, Ted? Tony Graziani, one of the most, I hate to use this word, heroic, courageous, because we should reserve it for other people. But in the context of football, what a game for him. He took so many hits, couldn't remember parts of the game, and played all the way out.
And this man, Charles, Mark Grieve of San Jose, who's among the final 5 for the Arena League Offensive Player of the Year. I heard you last week express some surprise that he was not even the second-team Arena League quarterback.
I mean, no offense to Joe Hamilton, who was second-team. Clint Dolzell, clearly the first-team quarterback. But Mark Grieve sets all kinds of records this year. Not even first or second team, but he's a candidate for Offensive Player of the Year.
Near wall catch by DiMatteo.
You know, and as I've expressed last week, it's no offense to Joe Hamilton. You can make a case Orlando had a good year. But I look at Mark Reeves' numbers and I think to myself, I don't understand. I think he's one of the better quarterbacks in this league, probably in the top 2. And look at the rest of the guys, a pretty strong list for Offensive Player of the Year. I'm glad I'm not having to vote.
3 wideouts, 2 quarterbacks. Arizona, and what may well be a must-score possession. They get it to midfield and further. DiMatteo runs it down to the San Jose 20, and now they're down 15, and the other factor that comes into play here is that San Jose will get the ball first in the second half.
Right, so it becomes incumbent upon Gene Nudo and his team to get a score going into the half.
Now the Rattlers will take a timeout at 37 seconds. They've moved it to the San Jose 21.
Rated T.
Hey, Dustball, have you ever thought about being a cop?
Oh yeah, like all the time. First I'd arrest every guy in the whole world. Even I had to jump from car to car or use crazy weapons. And then I'd have every woman to myself. And I'd fly them to Vegas and marry every single woman in the world. And then I'd take them all over to my love boat. But then I realized I married every woman, even the ugly ones. So I'd escape on my motorcycle with uglies chasing me, screaming, "Hi, but I have a great personality!"
Pursued force for PSP. It has personality.
Whoa! That's one monster case of athlete's foot. Blitz that with Tough Actin Tinactin. It cools, cures, hey, it even prevents most athlete's foot. Lamisol AT can't say that. Get boom! Tough Actin Tinactin.
Want to relive the greatest moments of the National Heads Up Poker Championship? Go all in at the new online store at NBCHeadsUp.com for the hottest line of poker merchandise. From men's and women's outerwear to Heads Up branded chips, cards, and tabletops that'll enhance any poker night. The 2005 tournament DVD is available now, and the 4-disc set from the 2006 tournament is ready for pre-order. Log on and go to the store at NBCHeadsUp.com.
From the producers of the Da Vinci Code comes Treasure Hunters. Follow the clues, unlock the secrets, crack the code. Treasure Hunters, summer's smartest adventure, starts Sunday, June 18th on NBC.
In San Jose, Ted Robinson, Charles Davis, Raj Mathai, SaberCats 35, Rattlers 20. In Arizona, Cedric Bonner, 2 early touchdown passes on the first 3 plays of the game and has gone cold since. But needing to score before the half, hit as he throws there. Pressure by San Jose, by Bates, and by Rex Richards. Now,
it's got to be an incomplete pass, doesn't it?
Well, that would certainly be what I thought was, and apparently nobody heard a whistle. Now finally, the umpire comes in to definitively stop the play.
See, that's good playoff atmosphere. When the crowd's into the game, you can't hear a whistle. But look to the top of your screen. Carl Bates, working on Vince Amy, number 98, disrupts the pass by Cedric Bonner. Clearly an incomplete pass. He's not even able to step into the throw fully. As you mentioned, Ted started the game 2 for 3 with 2 touchdowns. Since then, 5 of 14 throwing the football.
Arizona has not scored in the second quarter. Their last points came on a pick-6 interception run back 5 minutes to go in the first. Now Bonner with a little mobility, and that helped a ton as he got it to Gross. It'll be first and goal, Arizona. Cedric Bonner, once in a while, will still surprise you like he did here early this year, like he did last week by running for a score.
You remember Gene Nudo, you brought up the quote that Gene Nudo said that we're like the '69 Jets going up against the Colts in this game and hoping to pull the same upset. I remember Joe Namath with the Jets. Remember that quarterback, the keeper he ran against the Giants in the old Yale Bowl when we thought he'd never get there? Said Bonner has more mobility than that, but the surprise was still the same of Sid going into the end zone.
Well, that's what I asked Gene Nudo when he said that 69 Jets, and I said, does that make Sid Bonner your Joe Namath? You going to guarantee something?
Well, in this league, now Sid's not the type to jump out there like Broadway Joe and guarantee stuff, but has the same type of an impact with his play as Broadway Joe did with the Jets.
Cedric Bonner won a playoff game here in 2003, a semifinal round playoff game. Bonner threw 8 touchdown passes here, 5 to Gatewood. Arizona went on to the Arena Bowl and lost. They played 3 straight years for the championship. And Bonner back in the end zone, flag down, touchdown catch, Gatewood. Let's see if that flag's against San Jose.
Coverage was terrific, but the rush never got there. That allowed Sid Bonner extra time and Randy Gatewood to make the extra move for the touchdown.
Holding defense number 14. The penalty is declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
Well, that's a must-score delivery by Arizona.
Watch Randy Gatewood. Watch the coverage. Cleveland Thomas passes him off to Omar Smith. He's covered. He's covered. He's covered. Now he's not covered. Why did he have the extra time? No pass rush. No pressure on Bonner. That allowed him to continue to maneuver and get open.
So now the Arena League last minute, though, comes into play. It's 35-27, 18 seconds, which is certainly enough time for an offense to
plenty of time
to maneuver into scoring position. And if you're Arizona and you know that San Jose gets the ball first to start the second half, not an easy position to be in. Well, Gene Nudo said that Randy Gatewood, in his 11th season in the Arena League, all of Arizona, had a career year this year. Best receiving year, best tackling year.
Yeah, he led the team in tackles. He also set his own career record for receptions in a season, had 35 touchdowns. Look at him, he does it all. Offense, defense, special teams, he even holds for the kicker. And we saw earlier this game, he handled one that dribbled back to him and got it down and allowed them to convert an extra point. Not much Randy Gatewood can't do. Look at that. 13 of 16 2 years ago, 15 of 17 here in 2006. He's awfully consistent and has a true nose for the end zone.
And he's an entrepreneur. He's opened up his own clothing store. Randy Gatewood has in Chandler, just south of Phoenix.
He and his lovely wife, I believe her name is Shannon, a high-end denim shop
called the Moody Blues.
I saw some pictures on that from their opening. Nicky Hilton coming by to the open of it. So he runs in that rarefied air attendant. I know I don't run in. I'm sure that's that tall cotton you run through. But I know they leave me behind on that. I said, hey, Randy, where's my invitation to the open? Oh, yeah, my fault. Didn't quite make it to the kid.
Barry Wagner back off the net, and Wagner gets it out to the 10. So 14 seconds. That's 3 plays. San Jose has all their timeouts, so that's at least 3 plays. And it's enough time.
It is plenty of time. They don't have to just go back and fling it deep. They can run their normal offense utilizing the timeouts and have a shot or two at the end zone at the end of the half.
And at the very least, what San Jose would like is position the ball near midfield and at the very least give that rare field goal shot.
And what Mike Church is looking for right now is a sack. He needs those guys up front to really get after Mark Green.
Oh, deep ball for Rowe, and it's overthrown. They took one shot down the field, Rowe against Gatewood.
Covered quite well. Randy Gatewood, perfect position. James Rowe really had no chance to get to that football based on the positioning of Randy Gatewood.
So the longer play chewed up 6 seconds, and now 8 on the clock. You can tell it's a playoff game too. You know what? They're further apart than they were the first time.
Yeah,
honestly.
Before, wasn't quite the same.
The regular
gap as
season
there is
game,
now.
they were about 3 yards apart. Now they're about 7.
Yep, looked like they jumped. I think that's going to be Carl Bates, 96 guy, came out of his stance. He's saying that he was pressured.
False start, offense number 96. Half the distance to the goal, it remains second down.
There's Bates right there. See him come up? Yep. And then, of course, watch him. He's immediately pointing inside. Hey, he moved. Yeah. Good try to no avail. You never tell what the score is by looking at Darren Arnett's face, can you? Up or down. He keeps on an even keel.
Green now just airmails it, and that will get to 2 seconds left in the half. So Green had a lot of time, but eventually just had to ditch the ball, and now San Jose has one last play.
And barring San Jose hitting a home run on this one, what a great way to go into the half for Arizona. Scoring on their last possession and really giving up no ground to San Jose to end the half. And knowing San Jose gets the ball to start the third quarter, what a great way to end it for Gene Nudo's crew if they could just hold them here on this last play.
So San Jose from their own 5. Nelson will streak, and Nelson's probably going to the end zone. He'll go underneath to Rowe. So a short catch that does no harm, and that gets us to halftime. Well, Arizona came out and struck quickly. 2 long touchdown passes, an interception run back for a score, and the Rattlers had a 20-7 lead, but San Jose rallied on the strength, mainly of the AFL Rookie of the Year, Ben Nelson, who caught 3 touchdown passes from Mark Grieve. And San Jose, with 3 defensive stops, leads Arizona 35-27 at the half. Now let's go down to Raj Mathai.
Thank you, Ted. We're with Barry Wagner here. An incredible first half of football, especially for you, but this Arizona team does not quit, do they?
No, they don't quit. We don't expect nobody to quit in the playoffs. Regardless of how...
And struck quickly. 2 long touchdown passes, an interception run back for a score, and the Rattlers had a 20-7 lead, but San Jose rallied on the strength, mainly of the AFL Rookie of the Year, Ben Nelson, who caught 3 touchdown passes from Mark Grieve. And San Jose, with 3 defensive stops, leads Arizona 35-27 at the half. Now let's go down to Raj Mathai.
Thank you, Ted. We're with Barry Wagner here. An incredible first half of football, especially for you, but this Arizona team does not quit, do they?
No, they don't quit. We don't expect nobody to quit in the playoffs. Regardless of what the outcome was in the regular season, we were twice. That behind us. This is a new season. We let come out and quit making mental mistakes and bust on defense, we'll be okay.
Any quick adjustments as you go into the locker room? What's Darren Arbeck going to tell you guys?
Just come out and play hard-nosed SaberCat football. Don't let up. I mean, every time we pound it in, stop them, score again. It's no tomorrow for us right now.
All right, Barry.
Thank you.
Good luck next half. Barry Wagner considered the...
So San Jose with an 8-point lead with a Subway AFL on NBC halftime show is next right after these messages from your local station. You're watching the AFL playoffs on NBC.
From the producers of the Da Vinci Code comes Treasure Hunters. Follow the clues, unlock the secrets, crack the code. 10 teams in a global search for hidden treasures.
And for the first time, solve the clues and win your own treasure.
Treasure Hunters. This summer's smartest adventure begins Sunday, June 18th.
Go to NBC.com.
You know, the truck business is a competitive one, and to earn your business, it takes a lot. You want a great truck at an even better price. Bonus if you get something for free.
That's right, Susie, a free gift with purchase. When you buy any vehicle, we'll throw in a free quad.
So if I buy this truck, I get that quad for free?
I told you, it's a free gift with purchase. And you know these free quads are gonna go fast.
They already go fast, Chris.
Just call or stop by any Trucks Only in order to receive your free quad as well as a fantastic truck at a great price.
Ford Motor Company and Burge Ford are making bold moves. Burge Ford's Memorial Day event will be the biggest in the Valley. Now through the end of May, get 0% financing for 60 months on all F-Series trucks at Burge Ford. 150s and Super Duties. First time ever that 0% for 60 months is available on Super Duty trucks. Bold leads the way. Plus, Burge Ford will make your first 6 payments. You will not make a payment until January 2007. Burge Ford, taking good care of our neighbors since 1944. Burge Ford, US 60 and Mesa Drive. Call 1-866-BURGE-FORD for details.
The new Floor & Decor is having an effect on people.
This is it, honey, right? No, it's this one. This one, right? That one. It's got to be that one. I mean, it absolutely has to be this one.
Come see for yourself at Floor & Decor's grand opening celebration. Find thousands of flooring choices at prices 20 to 50% less than anyone else. And this weekend, they're even lower, with prices like ceramic tile from 39 cents, laminate from 69, and travertine from 189. Come celebrate with us at either Phoenix location. Floor & Decor, now you're onto something.
Howdy, folks. I'm Tex Earnhardt here to thank you for doing business with us since 1951. This year is our 55th anniversary, but you're going to get the gift. We're rolling back the prices on everything. Now just listen to this.
Earnhardt Dodge has new Dodge Durangos from $19,999 with discounts up to $11,000. The No Bull Edition Quad Cab starts at $19,999. It's only at Earnhardt Dodge in Gilbert.
Earnhardt, it's a name you can trust, and that ain't no bull.
Mark Curtis, only on 12 News.
Welcome inside the Subway AFL on NBC Studio. Subway, eat fresh. Here's Al Trotwig.
This is literally a little over our heads. This is the top of the rock looking at the Empire State Building, the Arizona Rattlers, and the San Jose SaberCats. Al Trotwig along with Glenn Parker. So San Jose gets stopped, but then they did the stopping, leading to 28 straight points, so you know what's going on there. Meanwhile, how would you describe the tension between Dallas and Georgia?
I think chippy is a pretty good word and probably doesn't do it justice. These teams came in and they were fighting right off the bat, Al. They were getting after it.
All right, here's our recap of what's been going on. We had a little bit of a fight in the first quarter, but clearly Dallas was the team that was, let's just say, getting things started.
Yeah, they were. This is, I don't know what weight class these two are in, but it's not evenly matched. But Robert Freeman for Georgia does a good job swapping blows there.
Then the coach, Will McClay, let his team have it. I mean, double-digit let him have it.
Yeah, this one went on for a while. A lot of the talk was about focus and getting it done on the field, not after plays, and they come right back, and they heed his words. Big hits, big stops, and, when they needed it, they got it done. And look at, when you talk about focus, this is a player about focus. Ball off the net, you're in coverage, you come back, and you know that when there's a jump ball, keep your eye on that ball and come down with it. Jason Shelley does a great job here, not only transitioning from coverage, but going right into jump ball mode. Fantastic job by Jason Shelley.
Can't say enough about the Dallas Desperados' response to Will McClay's tongue lashing. This is a team that's 13-3. It's about rest or rust for the Desperados.
Yeah, well, I think they showed that they had plenty of rest. They came out very high. Unfortunately, they weren't focused, but Will McClay got them right back on track.
All right, that's halftime there. We'll quickly get you updated now on the conclusion of the third round of the Senior PGA Championship. Here's Dan Hicks.
Thanks, Al. There have been some significant changes on the leaderboard since we left you here at Oak Tree Golf Club. This was Gil Morgan, the leader for par at 17, drops to 6 under. Brad Bryant playing with him was 3 behind Morgan with 2 to play, but a birdie at 18 gets him to 5 under, and he's within 1 of the local resident here at Oak Tree, Gil Morgan. Peter Jacobson, despite his third round 75, is just 3 off the pace. Lauren Roberts 3 off the pace, and Jay Haas just 4 behind. So we'll have the final round for you tomorrow, Al, at 12:30 Eastern Time, right here on NBC. Back to you in New York.
Okay, Dan, coming up next, we'll take a look back at an incredible performance by Philadelphia's Tony Graziani last Sunday and preview tomorrow's playoff matchups. This is the Subway AFL on NBC Studio Show.
Start this Thanksgiving. Live NFL games. Come to NFL Network. 8 primetime games on Thursday and Saturday nights. The run to the playoffs starts this Thanksgiving. Live NFL games on NFL Network. Call your satellite or cable provider today.
Here in Vegas, the action's heating up at the Arena Football Celebrity Table.
Let's go, Coach. Hey, pipe down, poker brat. I bet 100. Make it 300. He cannot do that.
Illegal procedure, Ditka.
What'd I do?
Personal foul, Ditka.
What are you talking about?
You're out of here.
You're not.
This June, the AFL's championship game, Arena Bowl 20, is playing Vegas. Don't miss the party. For tickets, call 1-866-AFL-TICKS.
Go, wait. I'll get you out of here. Security.
Roger Federer has been unbeatable everywhere, but here, can the reigning king of the court finally win in the famed red clay? The French Open next weekend on NBC.
The search is on for the funniest person in America.
People always ask me, they say, Will, why are you stabbing me?
All new Last Comic Standing Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Tony Graziani is the biggest free agent signing in the history of the Arena League. He has all the great individual numbers, but that big 0 in playoff wins that he wants to erase today. Graziani down as he got hit by Greg Brown.
Got knocked out.
Graziani over the middle's got his man. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Graziani slow up again.
Can't remember the first quarter.
Graziani. McKelvey's out there by himself. Philadelphia has a 3-touchdown lead.
I can't remember the first quarter, with a very good chance that against the Orlando Predators tomorrow, Tony Graziani will get hit some more. As we look ahead to tomorrow's playoff games, what do you think about his status?
Well, I think he's fine. I talked to him yesterday, and Tony Graziani told me, I feel great. Now, he feels great because it's the playoffs, and you always got to feel good, and the adrenaline gets you going. But he did add a postscript after all that. He said, I got hit a lot, though. And, you know, that's never good for your quarterback in a game to know that he's going to get hit. When he's facing Orlando, Orlando's going to bring the pressure. They're built the same way. So a lot of guys are going to be coming after Tony. But more importantly, Tony Graziani became a leader in that game. He kept getting up off the turf. He was hurt, and he kept coming back in the game, and he led them to a victory. And that's what Philadelphia Soul needed from Tony Graziani.
He was remarkable if you watch the game. 316 yards and finally a playoff win, proving that they can win on the road. Now, on the other side of the ball, there's Joe Hamilton.
Yeah, Joey Hamilton brings a lot to the field. First off, remember, this guy can run well. Now, he's not a run-first guy, but he is a guy that brings that dimension. So if things break down, he can take it and go, and he can get some touchdowns. The guy's got 8 rushing touchdowns this year. More importantly, though, he is a leader for him on the field. He's a good locker room guy, and he has a great arm. And when he is patient, they do well. Remember this, I talked to Jay Gruden. He says everything for Joey Hamilton is about patience. If we can have him sit back and make the right throw instead of the great throw, we have a chance at winning this game.
8 rushing touchdowns for Joe Hamilton. Now we go to the second game. That is the Colorado Crush and the Chicago Rush. A lot of history here, starting with the coaches, but lately this rivalry has been all Colorado.
Yeah, it has been all Colorado because I believe the way they're built. Now, remember that Mike Daly, the head coach of the Colorado Crush, and Mike Hohensee of the Chicago Rush are best friends. And Mike Daly learned his craft from Mike Hohensee. But the difference is this. He went out, and when he built this team, he built them right down the middle. He went out and got a great quarterback in John Dutton from San Jose. He got a great defensive player in Rashad Floyd on defense to make plays. And more importantly, he's got an offensive line that protects his quarterback, and that's a premium that he puts on that offensive line. He doesn't care about pressure. He cares about keeping pressure off the quarterback.
And Colorado has one of the great offensive stars in the game in Damian Harrell. Chicago with a losing record into the playoffs, not a good road team at all. 2-6. So that is the matchup for tomorrow. A reminder that tomorrow starts with final round coverage of the Senior PGA Championship at 12:30 Eastern Time. Then it's the AFL playoffs. Most of you will see Philadelphia versus Orlando. Others will see Chicago and Colorado. Either way, coverage kicks off at 3:30 Eastern Time right here on NBC Sports. We'll get you back out to the second half of your game. This is the Subway AFL on NBC Studio.
Thanks for joining the Subway AFL on NBC Studio. Experience the new great taste of a fresh toasted sub today. Subway, eat fresh.
San Jose, the SaberCats lead the Rattlers by 8 at the half. This is an incredibly fierce traditional rivalry, and the first half was certainly played with every proof of it. It ended up being the stops. There were 3 stops of Arizona. That one extra stop by San Jose, Charles, ends up being the halftime difference.
Yes, it is. And for a while there, we weren't sure that San Jose would stop Arizona. First 2 series of the game, Arizona went right down the field and scored. But then San Jose's defense, led by their coordinator, Kevin Guy, really got going. Big interception, 4th down stop. That's been the turning point of the game for San Jose.
There wasn't really a warm-up. I mean, both teams came out ready, and as a result, we had a slew of big plays as we take a look at our Little Debbie's big plays of the first half.
Right out of the gate, Cedric Bonner going deep. That one, Marquise Floyd, the defensive back, knocks it away. Omar Smith with the interception. That led to this touchdown. Mark Grieve to Ben Nelson, where Ben Nelson went over the top of Clarence Lawson to haul that one in. Then the 4th down stop by Omar Smith gave San Jose another opportunity to score.
You know, the funny thing is, Charles, you come here, 2 of the longest running pass-catch combos in the league are here. Bonner to Gatewood, Arizona, Grieve to Rowe for San Jose. But at halftime, they show me this. I'm looking at this. James Rowe's got 3 catches, no touchdowns, and the rookie, Ben Nelson, 9 catches, 3 touchdowns.
Somewhat of a changing of the guard in San Jose. Although, when you look at the season statistics, James Rowe had many more catches than Ben Nelson. But this rookie has been dynamic in the first half and has embraced the playoff atmosphere and has helped make it his own.
All right, San Jose with the 8-point lead. Their coach Darren Arbette downstairs with Raj Mathai.
Thank you, Ted. The longtime head coach of the San Jose SaberCats, Darren Arbette. What'd you tell your players in the locker room?
Just continue to get after them, stick together, play one play at a time, and we want to get more pressure on the quarterback.
You've had some amazing teams here in your run in San Jose. You said this team doesn't have the talent as in years past, but it has a lot of heart. Tell me about that.
They got a lot of heart. These guys just come every day. They work hard. They got a lot of determination, and you saw in the first half they want this game.
Okay, you got the lead going into the third quarter. Good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Darren Arbette. Charles and Ted will send it back up to you upstairs.
You know what, Darren Arbette, you used this word the first half, Charles, but Darren Arbette did it when his team was 1-4, and there was a lot of turmoil around the SaberCats early in the year. Lots of changes, both coaching and player-wise. Darren Arbette said, I hugged these guys. Yeah. And you know what? The hugs worked because they ended up winning 7 in a row to end the season, win the division.
Even when San Jose has started out quite well. Remember the year they went, 12-0 to start the season and won the whole thing with only 1 loss? Darren Arbette has just been unflappable, and he says the same thing every time. 16 shots to get into the tournament. That's all we want is a chance to get into the playoffs, and then we have a chance to win a championship. And that held the ship steady, and San Jose, once again, has that opportunity.
Barry Wagner back to the 10-yard line. The SaberCats beat the Rattlers in the 2002 and 2004 Arena Bowls. The 2002 San Jose team was just voted the best ever in the 20-year history of the Arena League. And interestingly, Mark Grebe quarterbacked that year until the final regular season game. He got hurt, and John Dutton replaced him and won the Arena Bowl championship.
That team scored over 50 points in every game they played that year. I mean, what they did, they were so dominant offensively, defensively. They led the league in scoring. They led the league in defensive scoring. You know, as Darren Arbette said, that team was a pretty easy team to coach. All we said was sick them, and they went after them.
And look how many players. I mean, that's how many names are still remaining from that team 4 years ago. This is a league where there's a lot of turnover.
And all of them are still productive. That's the difference. It's not that they're still on the team, they've been rewarded for past successes. All of them are playing and are key contributors. Getting Joe Jacobs back today has been huge for the offensive and defensive line.
A little bit of a discussion. From where I understand there could be some clock issues that are being worked on here. All right, here are the 2 Arena Bowls, both against Arizona. In this game, the 2002 game, the SaberCats shut the Rattlers out until the 4th quarter of the league championship game.
Look at that, 52-14, and that was John Dutton, now the quarterback in Denver for the Colorado Crush. And there's Mark Grebe coming back and getting a ring for himself. I know that he cherishes both arena football titles, but Ted, you understand, Raj would understand, when you actually are on the field contributing, it feels that much better. He carried the team so far the previous time. John Dutton finished the job, but this one, Mark Grebe took all the way to conclusion. So I have a feeling that second ring may mean just a tad more to him than the first one.
All right, SaberCats' first play of the 3rd quarter. And Grebe felt some heat, so got rid of the ball for a short gain to Rowe. So James Rowe, 4 catches, but mostly the underneath balls in this game, as Nelson has been the finish threat for Mark Grebe.
You know, an interesting stat coming into this game, and I'm not sure it would play out because I don't have the stats in front of me. Arizona led the league in average yards per reception coming in this game, over 13 yards per reception. San Jose wasn't in the top 5.
Well, we got a flag down. Nelson with a catch, but I think that's going to be a hold. And I believe it's going to be really more like a wrestling takedown. How many points you get for a takedown?
It's 2 in the amateur wrestling ranks.
I believe that's what the call is here.
Number 10.
The veteran Chuck Reed.
Now, Chuck Reed is a graduate of UNLV. Everyone in the Arena League starts the season wanting to get where? To Las Vegas. So Chuck Reed would love to get back to Vegas.
Offense number 10. Half the distance to the goal, it remains 2nd down.
And I've got to say this, Ted. I would think that in the minds of the SaberCats, they feel that they have an advantage having Chuck Reed on the field and on their team right now. You know why? Not only is he from Vegas, you know what his nickname is? The Pit Boss. To them, that's got to be great foreshadowing and an omen, and he's missed a lot of this season with injuries. Just started playing in recent weeks. So let's see if the Pit Boss can take his SaberCats back home with him.
Well, he locked up Zach Rupp on that last charge by Rupp and armed him to the turf. So Grieve now has a man open, James Rowe. And James Rowe fumbles along the far wall and recovers it, and it's a first down. Well, a big-time hit there by Arizona, jarred the ball free, and Rowe was able to cover it and get the first down.
Not bad. Got the ball to advance a little bit, didn't he, Ted? This wasn't as good as Kenny Stabler and Dave Casper against the San Diego Chargers for all the Bay Area fans, but they'll take the first down. Nice job by Randy Gatewood reading the route and how about delivering the hit that jarred the ball loose. You see why Randy Gatewood is a candidate for Ironman of the Year.
San Jose got out of trouble now. Grieve airs when Nelson is there, and Nelson has his 4th touchdown. 29 yards. And Ben Nelson, not only has he won Rookie of the Year honors, and remember, he didn't play until week 5. That was his first game of the year, was week 5. He's got to be playing his way at least onto the radar of an NFL team's camp.
You got to take a look at a guy like this, don't you? And 2 things I think made the play. Number 1, the pass protection. Mark Grieve had plenty of time. He had so much time that Ben Nelson was able to alter his route and beat Clarence Lawson to the end zone. Because frankly, the coverage wasn't that bad.
There's a happy young man. There's a real happy young man.
The AFL Divisional Playoffs continue Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on NBC.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on safety belt violations. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live. They'll be on the lookout. Cops write tickets to save lives. If you don't buckle up, expect a ticket. Click it or ticket.
Subway Dinner Theater presents On My Own. Edgy. And for dinner, Subway restaurants. And the new Tuscan chicken, hot and fresh from the oven. Tender chicken, melted cheese, grilled vegetables on freshly baked bread. Subway, eat fresh.
We're a pretty tight group here. That doesn't happen overnight. People have to learn that they can count on you. You know what I mean?
All the power!
Yes, sir, I do.
See how Army training gives you strength for now, strength for later at GoArmy.com.
Well, San Jose with a 15-point lead now. Arizona knew what they had to do to win this game. They had to try to slow down Ben Nelson today. Hasn't happened yet. They're in a 2-score hole. It's Lawson. And that kick bouncing, covered nicely by the safety man, DiMatteo. Flags are down, and DiMatteo's not down yet. And finally brought down by the kicker, Schmitz. There is a flag that was thrown back in the end zone. And it's a bad block against Arizona. That's going to negate decent field position. Well, the AFL on NBC is brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. All across America, cops are stepping up safety belt enforcement. Click it or ticket. And by the makers of Tenactin. It cools, cures, it even prevents most athlete's foot. All right, let's look at the touchdown, Charles, from the look of all 16 players.
Yeah, well, pass protection doesn't get the credit it deserves, but watch what the front line does for Mark Grieve. See, they form the pocket, and that gives him time. That allows Ben Nelson, watch this, now he's going to come back over this way. A second move to go into the end zone against Clarence Lawson. The coverage was not bad initially, but with no pass rush, the defensive back has no chance.
So Bonner finds Gatewood against Marquise Floyd. First down for Arizona out to the 12. But Charles, would you say that at this stage now for Arizona, they need to score each time they possess the ball?
I would think so, just because San Jose is so well oiled on offense. And while it's a 15-point lead, and that seems a little bit on the dire side, remember, they're just one stop away if the offense continues to score. So Arizona can't come up empty on offense, and hopefully their defense will give them that one stop to give them the chance to get back into the game totally.
Bonner hits DiMatteo, wrapped up by Omar Smith. It's going to be close to a first down. Also remember what's at stake here. Cedric Bonner will be 38 in the fall. And there's no assurance, and Cedric Bonner will give you no assurance that he's going to play next year. So could this be the last half for one of the greatest players ever to play arena football?
And he really worked hard in the offseason to get ready for this one. Lighter than I've seen him in recent years. You know, he had a shoulder injury to start the year, and he still put up a big set of numbers.
He only missed one game this year after missing 8 games last year. Good throw there, and Bonner hits DiMatteo for the Arizona touchdown. Man, is that a Cedric Bonner throw or what?
Hey, that's a great point, Ted. A Cedric Bonner throw in the AFL. Off the back foot, plenty of arm, sticks it in the perfect slot. He must have channeled the idea that we were talking about him possibly retiring.
Off the back foot, moving the wrong way, Charles.
He must have said, I'll give those guys something to look at.
And that's why it's interesting, because Cedric Bonner, by a lot of measures, had a terrific season. I mean, yes, look at that snap. That snap was a dribble ball back to Randy Gatewood, who cleanly picked it up and put it down. It's the second time today he's had to do that. And so with no margin for error in the second half, Bonner keeps Arizona alive.
Well, the technical term for what I do is neurosurgery. I am a brain doctor.
I'm a lifeguard. I save people.
I'm a race car driver. Formula 2. One.
Me, I'm a hand model.
20 million? No, that's not enough. I'm a big game hunter, cage fighter.
Lumberjack.
Must get lonely out there.
Yeah, well, I do have the dolphins. I'm an author. Mostly books.
You told my friend you were a lawyer.
In the off season.
Whoa! That's one monster case of athlete's foot. Blitz that with Tough Actin Tinactin. It cools, cures, hey, it even prevents most athlete's foot. Lamisol AT can't say that. Get boom! Tough Actin Tinactin.
Your life doesn't have one dimension. Neither should your beer. Michelob Ultra. Rewarding taste that's made for the way you play. Live life to the ultra.
After 20 seasons of hard-hitting, high-octane, fan-friendly football, we found yet another reason to celebrate.
The Arena Football League has teamed up with Children's Miracle Network to help kids in children's hospitals. Players, coaches, staff, and owners are making a difference for kids in your community. Together, we'll make miracles happen.
Fully decked out. You see a lot of this in the Arena League. Fully decked out families.
How about that?
So I don't know if he's either his dad's a pilot or he's listening to the game on the radio. I can't tell.
Either way, he's tuned in, right?
Off the net to Barry Wagner of San Jose. And the AFL veteran gets outside and runs it out across the 15. Jeremiah Pope pushing him out for Arizona. Barry Wagner made sure he kind of nursed his way through the regular season, although he was like Cedric Bonner. You mentioned Barry Wagner said he lives in Orlando. He went on a vigorous program last offseason to come back and play another year in the AFL.
That's what allowed him to make it back. He had a pulled hamstring earlier in the year, but his offseason workout program allowed him to recover, and then he was able to make his return and has been very productive.
First down, and Calvin Schexnader with the catch out here midfield. A lot of players on the San Jose side, in particular, with postseason experience and success in the Arena League. A lot of veterans.
And that's allowed them to break in a Ben Nelson and let him understand what the aura is that is the San Jose SaberCats. You know, able to make him comfortable early, and he's really helped them along.
Now Nelson in high motion again. Lawson backing off. The underneath throw to James Rose. So just taking a little bit of the time. The SaberCats get a first down as we go downstairs to Raj Mathai.
Hi, guys. We are here. You'll never know who you see in an arena football game. How about the Maloof brothers, the owners of the Sacramento Kings of the NBA? Here's Gavin Maloof. Gavin, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just showing a little support for our good friend Bob Hernreich, who's part owner in the Kings.
So everyone, all the owners are kind of connected. Let's ask you about your interest in the Arena League. It's a pretty fun sport, huh?
Oh yeah, it's terrific. I mean, it's loud in this building, and we love the fast action. It's a great sport. Everybody should be watching, but it's a lot of fun.
Let me swing over to your brother, Joe Maloof. Joe, let's talk a little basketball. We're in an arena game, but you guys are looking for a head coach. You want to break it right here on NBC? Who are you going to hire?
Well, we've interviewed some pretty good candidates, but we'll break it in a couple days, I think. We've got a great candidate, though, that we really like.
Perhaps the guy, your friend over from the WNBA, the Sacramento Monarchs.
Well, he's a great coach, maybe. We'll see.
Any interest in getting into the AFL, buying an AFL franchise?
Well, maybe someday. Gavin and I are here to support Bob. It's a great sport. We're having a great time, and who knows, maybe we'll get involved sometime.
Very good, Joe and Gavin Maloof. Ted, we'll send it back upstairs to you.
Grebe looking to run, and Mark Grebe runs it in for a touchdown, which is going to break up his entire team, especially with the attempted leap and dunk against the net.
He must have understood that Raj was interviewing the Maloof brothers and wanted to let them know that in his off seasons, hey, I can play for the Kings too. Watch the move. This is like using a dribble drive, breaking the ankles of the defender on the crossover, and finishing it with a dunk.
Man, are they going to love watching this in tape. Watch against Willis Thomas. And Schmitz misses his first point of the day. So that gets it back to a 14-point edge. Well, it doesn't happen often, but Mark Grebe shows he still has some fleetness of foot to give San Jose a 2-touchdown lead.
No one to play with. Play online at partypoker.net, the world's largest poker school. More players, more tables, more winners. Sign up now to partypoker.net, the best place to learn how to win.
All right, okay.
Come in any Aaron Sales and Lease Ownership store and you'll find brand new, brand name furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers. Always at the guaranteed lowest price, whether you buy or lease to own, and no credit checks. So, do the math. Nobody beats Aaron's.
Do the math.
Nobody beats Aaron's.
I woke up in the middle of the night, terrified. Someone tried to come in my house. Fortunately, we had an ADT security system.
Mrs. Parker, this is ADT. We're receiving an alarm. Are you all right?
Yes, we're okay. I'm glad ADT was there, watching out for my family.
Don't take chances. Take control of your family's safety with ADT, America's #1 security company. Call now and save up to $200 on ADT protection packages. ADT, always there.
Thousands came from New York, Chicago, and LA to audition.
Last Comic Standing!
To find the funniest person in America.
What?
On the new season of Last Comic Standing, you'll see the best and the rest. Last Comic Standing, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Cedric Bonner keeping himself ready as Rattlers are still in the game, but San Jose is matching the ante right now. Mark Grebe's touchdown run gives the SaberCats once again a 14-point lead. Lawson running it back out of the end zone for Arizona. Lawson is stopped just shy of the 10-yard line. And a little extracurricular tangle.
Look at Mark Grebe maneuver. All right, basketball turns for the Maloofs. Right, there's your crossover, broke the ankles of the defender. And look at Mark Grebe get up and throw it down off of 2 feet. Hey, didn't they miss like 20-something slam dunks before they crowned a slam dunk champion last year? Mark Reeves says, hey, you lower the rim to 8 feet, and I've got your new champion right here.
That's the first rushing touchdown this year by Green. 17 games. Won a huge playoff game a couple of years ago here on NBC against Chicago with a rushing touchdown.
When it's playoff time, you do it all, don't you?
So Jeremiah Pope, who had an interception return for a score in the first quarter today. Back out there on offense now with the catch out to the 22 for Arizona. And again, every time San Jose scores, that continues this trend that the Rattlers on offense really have no margin for error.
That is exactly right. They have to score and hope that their defense can get them the one stop along the way. Right now, San Jose is still playing easy and loose. But if Arizona could ever stop them, that could put the pressure on.
So a reverse screen there and an Aubrey battle of the SaberCats in tackling Gross. Ripped the mask around, so that's going to be a tack-on penalty, and Arizona will have a first down.
Yeah, that won't be the small face mask penalty either. That'll be the big one.
Personal foul for pulling the face mask. Defense number 95. That's a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Watch Aubrey battle coming from inside out. Number 95. Yeah, he gets a full grasp of Damian Gross. Just happy that Damian Gross is not injured on the play. Aubrey battle was not trying to. He was trying to reach out and tackle him. Unfortunately, he got the face mask. Aubrey's saying, I'm a big guy coming out. These little water bugs making all these moves. You know, slow down. Let me hit you.
Full first down now at the 13 for Arizona. And Bonner comes underneath for Pope. And Barry Wagner on the play, but the Rattlers move it now where they'll have the ball at the 6-yard line. This has been an area, though, where Arizona, and they've already failed once in the first half at it. They were near the bottom of the league in red zone conversion, and that's a huge stat. Not many stats in the league are that important, but the number of times you put the ball in the end zone when you get it inside the 10.
Yeah, they're 17th in the league out of 18 on fourth downs and 15th in red zone.
Trying to run, nothing.
Welcome back, Joe Jacobs.
And that's his old teammate, Joey Dozier, who's a big part of a SaberCats championship team here. Joey Dozier, the carry for the Rattlers.
Remember we were talking earlier, Ted, about the struggle Seth Bonner had after the first couple of series where he started 2 for 3, then he was 5 for 14. This quarter, 6 for 6, 70 yards. This is the Seth Bonner we know.
And Bonner to the back of the end zone. And a diving grab by Gross, couldn't hang on. Damian Gross had it and lost it when he hit the ground.
Really a great effort by Gross laying out for the football. And I thought it was a nice throw by Bonner because he put it in a spot where only his receiver had a shot at it. So the defender had no play on the ball. Gross laying out, just unable to haul it in before he hits the ground.
And this Saturday afternoon crowd in San Jose is getting loud. 4th down. And Bonner with Gatewood juggling, holding it, and down. No contact, though. It is a touchdown. He was down short, but the ruling was not down by contact, and he bounces in the end zone, and the Rattlers convert on 4th down this time.
Yeah, so much for the statistics, right? Where they're 17th in the league and converting on 4th down. Nice job. Who do you go to? Your veteran. The guy's made plays before. And this is a great piece of officiating because they got together, made sure they both had the same view, and got the call correct.
Well, Cedric Bonner in this 3rd quarter with his fellow 11-year mate Randy Gatewood have responded. They keep Arizona alive.
Look, here's the deal. When you talk about Geico.com, you want to communicate 3 things. Easy to use, no middleman, could save you hundreds on car insurance. Other than that, just sort of be personable, yeah? The old nice weather, innit? Cup of tea? That'd be lovely. How's your mum? Cheers. I'd stick with the small talk, mate. Theatrics might come across as a bit cheesy.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You know, when I was 15, I was Miss Teen Oklahoma.
Interesting. Well, I've written 2 best-selling poker books, and I'm 6'9".
Amazing.
From 10 feet away, I can throw a playing card through a carrot.
Miss Oklahoma good. Oklahoma.
To learn, chat, and play with the pros for free, go where they live. FullTiltPoker.net. Now available on Mac.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports, Arena Football, rated E10 for ages 10 and up. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Tiger Woods, the most powerful force in golf, more than halfway to Jack's record 18 majors. Phil Mickelson, 2-time Masters champion, going for his 3rd straight major. The top 2 in the world take on the world's best at golf's greatest championship from famed Winged Foot. The 106th U.S. Open Championship, returning June 15th on NBC.
So this is like a tennis match. The French Open will start next Saturday here on NBC, and both teams are holding serve right now. Both teams scoring on their possessions in the 3rd quarter.
They need a service break, correct, Ed?
That's what they're looking for. Well, Arizona needs one in a big way, and they got a great cover here as Barry Wagner barely gets out of the end zone. Well, let's listen in to the play between Randy Gatewood and Omar Smith.
Hey, be conscious of 2 verticals, though. Yeah, be careful of 2 verticals. Let's throw some of this at him. Yeah, yeah, now from up. Yeah. No, sir, no, oh my God, you serious? He was down, he was down, he was down.
Well, he was down, but not by contact.
Correct. Omar had the first part right, but the officials got the correct call because no one touched him. So he was able to go in the end zone. I think the pit boss, Chuck Reed, number 10, in motion a bit too soon.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 10. That's half the distance to the goal and it remains first down.
As always, we thank the players, Randy Gatewood, Omar Smith, for allowing us, all of us, to have a little closer look at the game by wearing microphones. But right now, I'm sure if you're in Arizona, like Mike Church, what he's thinking about right now, Wendell Gaines.
Yes.
Rush the quarterback. Let's get that safety again.
Yes, let's repeat what we did last week against Utah. Get a safety, which would really become a 9-point play because you get the ball back if you can pull it off.
There's a little bit of that soft cover, though, that